I understand you might be going through a difficult time here regarding whether or not to carry on with filmmaking. All I can tell you is you have to have faith in yourself, and people will say to you, 1% of the people that try to succeed in the film business make it.
Hello, are you ready? I'm ready. Hello. Okay. At the end of every year, I normally make a video about the best of the year, and it's quite cool to actually be lucky enough to work with quite a lot of the bands I've worked with and then go, oh, let's take this song that's never had any use and take the year, look back over the months and just, highlights, it's the last couple of years I've enjoyed doing them. This year, didn't want to do them. This is kind of like, it's crazy to think. So like a year ago today, my ex-girlfriend walked out. Hey, took the presents as well. Anyway, get on with that. I didn't see it coming. I didn't see it coming because, believe it or not, a couple of weeks before that, my gran had fell and broke her neck and had a stroke, and that's brutal as it comes. That's just life. It happens. There was a lot going on, and so the start of the year started with just me and the dog. I opted not to go to New York. Just to kind of go, right, okay, if this is going to happen, let's try and make it as amicable as that's the word possible. Really? Anyway, that's how the year started. The new Nowhere video came out, which is something I made on Christmas Eve a year ago on one night, and then in January I did this behind us, with Lincoln, and I try to keep a bit quiet and try to keep focused, and I just do YouTube for YouTube. I don't do it to monetize it. I've got no ambition with TikTok or anything, and I've really quite lost my passion, I would say, because like I want to do something but I'm not sure what I want to do, and I don't think I test myself as much as I wanted, and I kind of like went, okay, like just like life's just so, and like I try to move on with life and get out and about, and I just wasn't wanting to do it. I focused on a few different videos, brought back retro VHS more recently. I was lucky enough to go on tour with Matt Fairley and Joey Witt around Ireland and the UK, which is something I'm producing at the moment. So production wise, I was like, right, okay, like this could be good, and you come up with an idea and you pursue it. Unfortunately, in May, my gran passed away from Alzheimer's at 96 years old. She just made her 96th birthday. And dealing with the aftermath of just someone passing, all the stuff where everyone else being in New Zealand, dealing with all the kind of things you have to sort. There was that. So obviously the house was looming over us, what to do with the house and what's going to happen with the house. And without a complete accident, I got the message saying what's happened with the house on my gran's funeral day. And I was just like, right, it's on, and I then went into sorting out the house. So that's been the year, and like the same week as well, I went for an interview for a job, which is something I've been after and wanted to pursue for so long, and I got it. It wasn't easy. The interview was the day after my grand's funeral, so that was the middle of the year. Now during the year, I released Searching for Chambers, which is a movie about my friend that I made from last year till the middle of the year, which was about him passing away. So there was a lot of like death and loss. And I really enjoyed the archival video for Chambers. And then I just started to just taking the air, thinking, my God, like what's going to happen next? There's a lot going on. And, you put videos out there on YouTube and people can comment away, say what they want. And some people don't think about what they're saying. Some people are really passionate. And I hate YouTube for the simple fact you don't know who people are. But then on the other fact, you're like, well, like you get comments and all that. And then I got a very interesting comment recently, and it came as a video message, and it's absolutely shook my world. And it's really inspired us for next year. So next year I want to keep on doing retro VHSs. I want to finish the tour, which I'm going to be doing tonight. I think it's 9 episodes the tour is, like some of them are 40 minutes long. I want to pursue, because I haven't directed the music video this year, I've got a couple of ideas to direct music videos in the new year. I want to really change it up a bit. I want to make the channel more fun. still create commentaries and still make that, but I want to do less and do more work on stuff like that. So I don't know what direction the rest of the channel's going to go, but I will do less because I want to do bigger productions. You know, it's weird when I'm working with people, and I've had the opportunity to work with some of these incredible people in Hollywood, and I just don't pursue that kind of stuff like I do now. And like a lot of them are going off and making new sequels and Fall, for example, you know what I mean. I've worked with like 3 out of 4 people I know of the Fall, and just looking at like opportunities that could come up and pursuing ideas. And I've recently been working on a production with the BBC about Sycamore Gap. I'm not sure how that's going to unfold, but that was a lot of fun to do. But unfortunately, the day before I got the documentary, I got news from New Zealand that my little brother's not well, and I really shook us. Not as much as shocking as I've been honest the last year about my mental health and struggling. I really struggle with time and place and putting stuff out. Again, this is for YouTube in 2020. I'm really trying to cope, and I went looking for a bit of help. I got some counselling and therapy last year to cope with how traumatising the year before was, and then this year it's just been horrendous. It has. Anyway, I walked in and picked this book up out of all the books. I don't know why I picked it up one day, just looking for a bit of mental guidance, and the opening passage was still shakes as this. To my brother Sam, I miss you and haven't stopped, and I am still trying. Obviously I've got dyslexia, you didn't know that, but picking a random book up like that, and the person who wrote the book, who was Ben West, lost his brother. Sam at the moment is doing well, but obviously that means I'm going to go and see my brother next year, which I always plan to go back to New Zealand next year anyway. So I think like putting this out there, in which hey, shut up. Oops. Wow. Putting this out there and going, look, more content's coming as always. I just want to say thank you very much for everyone who watches the channel, supports the channel, likes the channel. I'm not bothering with TikTok. Instagram's there. I'm useless. I tried for one point this year to try and do social media stuff. I am literally next year wanting to try new stuff, but also it's about time I did something with the archive and did some new stuff like with the heritage. And you know, everyone's making videos these days, but I've been like making videos since like I remember on Dick Mini DV in the early 2000s, and that's the passion I want and passion I've lost, you know. So yeah, do you mind not drinking coffee? Like seriously, you'll hear it on the audio. So yeah, as I said, new videos coming. The tour is pretty much the only thing inbound. I think at this moment in time, I think the Jackal commentary was done. Me and Carl are still. Paul Ray has come back to the channel as well. Some good news, but yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone as well, away from the YouTube stuff, to all my friends and people who've come along my life. Obviously, I've been meeting so many new people, and you've come along into my life, and them people have actually been a massive support. Because again, like, there's so much going on. There's been so much going on, and it's took the year from like being like a proper roller coaster from the start to like, oh my god, to like this, and dealing with all the stuff that's going on, and then obviously like meeting new people, and you know, opportunities coming up there, and you know, I can't thank you enough to being a part of my life. And after years of just doing what I do, I'm more than happy just being myself. So thank you. Is that it? Cut. It's a wrap. Done, dusted. Bye.
Hi, Mason. It's Kevin Reynolds, director of Robin Hood, and I understand you might be going through a difficult time here regarding whether or not to carry on with filmmaking. All I can tell you is you have to have faith in yourself, and people will say to you, 1% of the people that try to succeed in the film business make it. And there's truth to that, but you have to believe you are that 1%.